2NURFM News for our sponsor Guardia Jewellery, Toronto Town Square and the Esplanade, Warners Bay.
It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Thandi Chindove with 2NURFM Hunter News. Details have been made available for a new grant which is set to benefit small businesses in the Hunter. Businesses not paying payroll tax will be eligible for the grant, which is intended to encourage small businesses to hire new staff. The Baird government has already provided a similar grant for big businesses, and Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott MacDonald, says the $2,000 grant will create jobs across all levels of business.
It supplements what we brought in earlier under the Jobs Action Plan, payroll tax relief for the larger employers that pay payroll tax, and they're getting $5,000 for the larger companies, and this is $2,000 for the smaller businesses.
TAFE enrollments are down by 30,000 in a single year as a result of the state government cuts to the sector, according to a petition launched today in Belmont. The petition is asking that the state government restore its funding to the education system, which has already resulted in the loss of 2,000 staff and many course resources. Swansea MP Yasmin Catley says these cuts could ruin one of the world's best education sectors.
TAFE New South Wales has had the best reputation and the best teaching and the best outcomes anywhere in the world. It is renowned for its quality, and to be dismantling TAFE in the way that this government is an absolute disgrace.
A group of property experts, planners, engineers and architects are embarking on an overseas mission to see what measures are best for Newcastle's inner city revitalisation. The Property Council's regional division will lead the visit, where they're expected to learn how best to implement and finance the transformation while including the community in the planning process. Next month's expedition will visit 4 major U.S. cities which have undergone urban renewal, including Dallas and New York. One Hunter mine worker is being involved in a car accident every week on their way to or from work. Industry group Coal Services are asking mine workers to be aware of the risks of speeding and fatigue, particularly when taking on long shifts. Coal Services Health General Manager Mark O'Neill says driving when fatigued can be as dangerous as driving while intoxicated.
We know that if you've been awake for about 17 hours, that your impairment level is similar to somebody that has a blood alcohol content of 0.05. So all of those judgment skills, the fine motor skills, all of the things that are necessary to be able to drive safely can be impacted.
Thieves and drug criminals in the Hunter will be targeted in a police operation starting this evening. Operation Quad will bring together resources and intelligence from Lake Macquarie, Newcastle, Port Stephens and Central Hunter local area commands to tackle property theft and drug crimes in the Hunter. Offenders with outstanding warrants and court attendance notices will also be focused on in the operation, will occur over the next 2 weekends. The Ocean and Coastal Care Initiatives Group is hosting a community cleanup on Sunday along the Spears Point foreshore as part of the Eco Angels program. The need for the cleanup is due to the damaging storms that hit the Hunter in April, which left the coastline littered with debris and rubbish. Council Sustainability Manager Alice Howe says the program was designed to encourage people to get involved in keeping the city clean all year round.
This Sunday, the 28th of June, we'll be holding a clean-up at Spears Point foreshore in collaboration with the Ocean and Coastal Care Initiatives, and it's an opportunity for residents and visitors to come along and lend a hand to clean up the foreshore.
Cessnock Council is reminding its residents it's common for heavy or consistent rainfall to result in the closure of grass sporting fields. Recreation Services Manager Nicole Benson says council tries to make the decision as soon as possible so clubs can cancel food orders and notify visiting clubs of the decision. An SMS system is also in place to notify registered sporting club contacts of any closures, and regular updates are posted on council's website and social media. In finance, the All Ords is down 78 points at 55.41 and $1 Australian is buying 77.13 US cents.
Sport for our sponsor, NewcastleCheapestCars.com.au.
5/8 Jared Mullen looks likely to play tonight, partnering captain Kurt Gidley when the Knights take on the Broncos. Tyrone Roberts has been ruled out for the game, being knocked back to the New South Wales Cup level for their Sunday clash. Lock Robbie Rocco is confident that he can make up for his fallings last week after recovering from back surgery.
I was extremely confident with my injury. I wish I had a little bit more match fitness, but that's what I was dealt, and I'm feeling good about this week.
18-year-old Callan Edwards will make his first-grade debut for the Maitland Pickers against Central Newcastle in the real NRL. After recovering from having his appendix removed, Edwards will join Dan Randall in the centres. Curry are also facing a reshuffle, with hooker Terence Suey to play halfback for the Bulldogs' premiership side. And the Newcastle North Stars will take on a double-header this weekend, facing Adelaide Adrenaline on Saturday before travelling to Canberra to take on the Brave on Sunday. The North Stars are currently second on the leaderboard. That's sport. I'm Tom Birch.
2 AM News time is 2:05.